Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills.
For Denver.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ray Roberts on.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store. Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Number 25, Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. Levi Wallace brought him down. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And some room to roam now. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup there.
And 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd and 1, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 20.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Allen gonna throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Oh, they're on him too quickly. Back, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Denver.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It is a punter with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone. Tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made by Austin Calitro.
The tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 24, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The score, Bills 14, Broncos 7.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This one up to about the 38. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Block now to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. trying his lock on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here now Roberts. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The open man here, Renfro. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. And they'll run the screen with Bowden. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
35-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 35 on second down, Allen, he'll get this one complete to Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This one caught by Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Lynn Bowden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
They're just a methodical to take into the lockers here. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Bowden. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air, Allen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it's going to be 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And again, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the
railed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now this time Locke will throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Locke on the give. It's Lindsey.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
From 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 13. Check 13. You go tight. You got tight right there. Sponge. No. Mike 40. Check. He's coming. Watch.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Block working out of the gun. And he fires one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
To return is Roberts. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So first and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty. Now Allen looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead.
The extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up second down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So that's going to push him back half the distance. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. Looking to throw. Singletary. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Score Bills 35, Broncos 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. going to give this one to Singletary. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs.